You can live with someone, trust them, love them, share meals, share secrets, share a bed. You can wake up next to them every morning thinking you know who they are. Until one night, you open something you were never meant to find, and every belief you ever held shatters. This is the story of Daniel, a man who married an angel and discovered too late that she was a silent killer, a woman who healed by day and hunted by night. Stay with me, because what he found in the basement still keeps him awake years later.
Daniel first saw Sophie at a charity fundraiser. She was laughing with an elderly woman, helping her carry bags. Her kindness was effortless, natural, almost glowing. She volunteered at hospitals, rescued stray cats, baked for neighbors. Everyone loved her. She was a nurse, calm hands, steady heart. Daniel adored how she listened when he talked, really listened. Most people wait to respond. Sophie waited to understand. They married within a year. And those first months? Perfect. Morning kisses, shared showers, late night ice cream runs, talks about future kids, future dreams. Daniel once told his best friend, "I hit the jackpot, I married peace." He had no idea peace was the camouflage. Humans ignore small red flags because we want the people we love to be good, and Daniel ignored many. Sophie never liked shaking hands. She always wore gloves in public, even before COVID. When guests came, she smiled, but never hugged, never let them into the basement, never let anyone inside her home office except Daniel, and even with him, she watched. Daniel joked once, "Daniel, what if you're secretly a serial killer?" Sophie, without laughing, "Would you still love me?" He thought she was teasing, but she was studying his answer. There were nights she came home late, said she picked up extra shifts. Her scrubs sometimes had tiny brown spots. She said it was coffee. He believed her. Love makes you blind, sometimes willingly.
One night, they watched the news. Another unexplained death shocks the community. Authorities suspect a new serial killer might be at work. Daniel gasped. Sophie didn't. She leaned forward with curiosity, not fear. She whispered, almost to herself, "He was next." Daniel turned. "Daniel, what did you say?" Sophie, smiling faintly. "I meant they'll catch him next." But her eyes, cold, sharp, said something else. Over the next weeks, more deaths appeared in the news. Different ages, different neighborhoods. Healthy people collapsing mysteriously. Police found no trace, no fingerprints, no forced entry, nothing stolen. Just quiet death. Sophie's mood those weeks was strange, calm, almost satisfied. She even commented on one case. "Some people don't deserve long lives." Daniel laughed awkwardly, thinking she was being dark-humored. But her tone wasn't a joke. He brushed it off. Again.
Everything changed the day Daniel looked for a document. Sophie was working a night shift. He needed their marriage certificate. She kept documents in her office drawer. He opened it. Receipts, pens, sticky notes, then a black leather notebook, no label. He felt something in his chest, a whisper of dread. But curiosity won. He opened it. Inside, a list of names. Dozens, each with dates. Some underlined, some marked with red dots, some crossed completely. Then next to the names, shocking notes, unnoticed. Quiet. Test successful. Slow reaction. Adjust formula. No trace left. Daniel froze. He flipped pages faster, his heartbeat pounding in his ears. Then he saw a name he recognized. Their neighbor, Mr. Donnelly. He had died last year. Heart attack, everyone said. Healthy man. Fit, unexpected. Next to his name was written, Sample A, no side effects, perfect. Daniel's fingers trembled. He kept reading. And then, the most terrifying part, at the bottom of a page, next list candidates, 3 names. One of them was Daniel's co-worker, a man Sophie had never met. At least, he thought she hadn't. He put the notebook down, his stomach twisting. He whispered to himself, no, no, she wouldn't. But doubt had crawled in like a slow disease. He returned everything exactly as he found it, but nothing inside him was the same.
Days passed. Daniel tried to act normal, but questions built like a storm. Why did Sophie lock the basement? What was she doing there late at night? Why did the notebook mention tests? He waited. He watched. He planned. One night, Sophie fell asleep early, exhausted. Her keys twinkled on the nightstand. Daniel reached for them slowly, like stealing time. He walked to the basement, the door he'd never opened in 5 years of marriage. The key turned. The lock clicked. His breath hitched. The stairs creaked under his feet. The smell was sterile, like a hospital, not dusty like a storage room. He flicked on the light. What he saw made his blood run cold. Metal tables, surgical tools, glass vials, freezers humming, labeled boxes with dates matching the notebook, jars filled with clear liquids, chemical bottles with warnings. He reached a locker with a biohazard sign. Hands shaking, he used another key. It opened. Inside, folders with crime scene photos, dead people, peaceful like they were sleeping. But every photo had Sophie's handwriting on the back. Clean exit. No mark, justice. He fell back, dizzy. Then he found something worse. Evidence bags with strands of hair, watches, bracelets, wallets, trophies. He staggered backward, then heard something behind him, a soft creak on the stairs. He froze. Sophie was standing there, sleep-tousled hair, blank expression, barefoot, watching him. She wasn't surprised, not angry, just disappointed. Sophie, quiet. Daniel, you shouldn't be down here. Daniel tried to speak, but his voice cracked. Daniel, what is this? Sophie, what have you done? She walked past him casually, touching the jars with affection like someone admiring plants they grew. Sophie, you were supposed to trust me. That was our vow. Daniel, trust you? You killed people. She didn't flinch. Sophie, I remove problems, monsters disguised as citizens, rapists, abusers, corrupt men who walked free, women who killed their children, people who destroyed families. And smiled. Her voice sounded calm, reasonable, like she truly believed she was saving the world. Daniel shook his head violently. Daniel, you're not God. She looked up slowly. Sophie, someone has to do what the law won't, and I am very good at it. She stepped closer gently, staring into his soul. Sophie, you weren't supposed to find this, but now that you have, we need to discuss what happens next. His breath trembled. Daniel, are you going to kill me? She smiled sadly. Sophie, not if you stay with me, not if you understand. We could be partners, Daniel. You're smart. You could help me select, judge who deserves a second chance. He backed away, horrified. Daniel, no, I won't be part of this. Sophie, then you are a liability. Her tone was flat, mechanical. A switch had flipped. Daniel ran, up the stairs, out of the house. He heard her footsteps behind him, steady, not rushing. She wasn't afraid. She expected him to return.
Daniel fled to his car. His hands shook as he started the engine and drove. He didn't even know where he was going. He pulled over at a gas station and called the police. His voice cracked. He told them everything. The notebook, the basement, the vials, the trophies. They hesitated. No warrants, no proof, until he described the chemicals, the photos, the names matching case files. Police cars moved instantly. Daniel followed them back from afar, terrified Sophie would be gone. But she was there, standing on the porch, arms crossed, waiting. As police cuffed her, she didn't fight. She just stared at Daniel, with a smile, a soft one, almost loving. Sophie, you think you saved them, but you only delayed the work. There are more like me. You married one. You don't find us. We choose you. She leaned close to his ear as officers held her. Sophie, whisper. And tell me something, Daniel. Are you sure? I haven't already chosen the next one? Daniel felt his heart stop. As they dragged her away, her eyes never broke contact. Not anger, not fear, just calm certainty, like a woman who had planned for everything, even being caught. People later asked Daniel, how could you not know? How did you not see the signs? But the truth is, evil doesn't come with horns or warnings. Sometimes it comes dressed as kindness, as warmth, as home. He sleeps alone now. Sometimes he dreams of her, her hand on his cheek, Her whisper, "Are you sure you want to know the truth?" He wakes sweating, checking every lock twice. And sometimes he thinks about those names in the notebook. Some were horrible people, terrible crimes. She wasn't wrong about that. But death, poison, silent judgment by one woman? Even now, he's not sure which part haunts him most, that his wife was a killer, or that a small part of him understood her reasons. Trust is the most dangerous thing we give, because when we hand someone our heart, we also hand them the power to destroy it.